Hello, my friend. When you picture a farm that raises millions of chickens, you probably imagine massive enclosed barns with birds packed tightly together. It's the model of industrial efficiency that puts affordable chicken on tables across North America. But what if I told you there's another way to raise millions of birds? Today, we're journeying to the hillsides of rural China to witness a different kind of poultry revolution. We're going inside the mountain chicken farms, where vast flocks are released every morning to roam and forage freely on the land. This is a story that blends immense scale with a return to nature, and it could reshape our understanding of what it means to farm. To understand why this method is booming, you have to understand the modern Chinese consumer. As incomes have risen, a huge portion of the population is now demanding higher quality food that they perceive as healthier and more natural. This has fueled an explosive demand for what they call 2G, which translates to earth chicken or local chicken. These are slower growing native breeds, prized for their superior flavor and firmer texture. The hillside farming model is the industrial scale answer to this demand. It aims to provide the benefits of free-range farming, more exercise, a more varied diet, a better quality of life, but on a scale that can feed a nation. It's a direct challenge to the conventional wisdom that scale requires confinement. The journey for these chickens begins in a modern hatchery, where eggs are incubated under controlled conditions. Farmers here often choose specific native Chinese chicken breeds, not the fast-growing cob or Ross broilers common in the West. These local breeds are hardier, better foragers, and naturally adapted to an outdoor life. For the first few weeks of their lives, the chicks are kept in warm, safe brooder houses. This critical period protects them from the elements and predators, ensuring they are strong and healthy. Once they've grown their feathers and are resilient enough, they are ready for the main event, their release onto the mountain. This is the most spectacular moment of the entire process. Each morning, a farmer will open the doors to the large, simple coops built along the hillside. What happens next is a sight to behold, a literal chicken tsunami. Thousands upon thousands of birds pour out of the coops, surging down the hillside like a living carpet of feathers, eager to start their day. They spend the entire day roaming freely across the hills and through the forests. This is not just about fresh air. They are actively foraging, scratching in the dirt for insects, worms, seeds, and eating fresh greens. This natural diet supplements the grain provided by the farmer and is key to developing the rich flavor for which these birds are famous. The constant exercise of navigating the hilly terrain builds strong muscles, creating a leaner meat with a much firmer texture than a conventional broiler chicken. Managing a free-roaming flock of thousands of birds comes with unique challenges. The farmer's role becomes less like a factory manager and more like a shepherd. They patrol the hillsides, ensuring the birds have access to clean water stations and checking for any signs of illness. But the biggest threat is from above and around: predators. Birds of prey, wild cats, and other animals are a constant risk. To counter this, many farms employ a fascinating natural solution: guard dogs. Breeds like the Great Pyrenees will be raised with the chickens from the time they are puppies. They bond with the flock and become their fierce, full-time protectors, patrolling the perimeter and warding off any potential threats. It's a remarkable partnership between different species. This method is not cheap or fast. These native breeds take much longer to reach market weight than a conventional broiler, often 4 to 6 months, compared to just 6 weeks. The cost of land, the losses to predation, and the higher labor input all mean that the final product is a premium one, selling for 2 to 3 times the price of a standard chicken. But it's a price that millions of consumers are willing to pay. Once the chickens reach their target weight, they are herded back into the coops for the last time and transported to modern processing facilities. The market for this hill chicken is a multi-billion-dollar segment of the Chinese poultry industry, and it's growing every year. From a fluffy chick in a brooder to a free-roaming forager on a lush mountain, the journey of a Chinese hill chicken is a fascinating look at an alternative path for large-scale agriculture. This preference for a firmer, more flavorful bird is common across Asia. Here in Vietnam, the very similar gà đồi, or hill chicken, is considered a delicacy, especially prized for traditional soups and celebratory meals, where texture is just as important as taste. This model attempts to strike a balance between the efficiency of modern farming and the perceived quality and welfare benefits of a more natural life. It shows that there is more than one way to meet the world's incredible demand for poultry. Would you be willing to pay a significant premium for chicken if you knew it was raised in this free-range, hillside environment compared to a conventional farm? This farming style uses slower-growing, native breeds. Do you think there's a benefit in preserving this kind of genetic diversity in our livestock, even if it's less efficient? The hill chicken is prized for its firm texture, while North American consumers are generally used to very soft chicken meat. How much does texture, as opposed to just flavor, influence your enjoyment of food? If this look at China's incredible mountain chicken farms gave you food for thought, hit that subscribe button and share this video with a friend. Your support helps us explore the diverse world of agriculture. Thanks for watching, my friend. We'll see you in the next one.